Hi, this is Christina, and I'd like to introduce you to my forthcoming book, Dear Papa, Beloved Mamma, an intimate portrait of Queen Victoria and Prince Albert as parents. For a long time it struck me as strange that there seems to be so much criticism nowadays of the parenting skills of Queen Victoria and Prince Albert. Perhaps this stems from viewing the 19th century through 21st century sensibilities. Or perhaps it is part of a more deep-rooted desire to destroy the reputations of people of the past. Whatever the cause, it is quite remarkable to me that Queen Victoria and Prince Albert should be the targets of such criticism, when, compared to the majority of royal parents of the day, they were among the most devoted and forward-thinking people of their time. It appears that much of the criticism is based on the experiences of their eldest son, Bertie, the future King Edward VII, whose reputation as a bon viveur was such a contrast to the perceived stuffiness of Victoria's court that it endeared him to his people and created the image of a hail fellow well met, whose childhood had been blighted by puritanical and domineering parents. In fact, as my forthcoming book attempts to demonstrate, Victoria and Albert went out of their way to accommodate many of Bertie's wishes, despite being frequently let down by his often errant and ungrateful behaviour. This book, however, is not an attempt to denigrate Edward VII, but rather to show that Victoria and Albert were dedicated parents who constantly strove to create happiness for their children, while at the same time preparing them for their future roles in an uncertain world. In order to create a full picture of their characters and motives, especially with regard to their children, it's necessary to consider their own backgrounds and childhoods, and the influences which affected many of their decisions, before examining their attitudes and practices regarding child-rearing, education, art, music, literature, science, philanthropy, religion, health, and marriage. Perhaps in the light of the current trend, this book will be viewed as a biased portrayal of the Queen and Prince, but every statement in it is supported by eyewitness statements or Victoria and Albert's own writings, as well as the testimony of their children. And it is my sincere hope that this book will create a more realistic picture of the sincere efforts of these parents than that which the sensational press so frequently presents as fact. The book covers only the period up to Prince Albert's death in 1861, but a further volume will follow shortly, tracing Victoria's relationship with her children during her widowhood. Thank you very much for listening. The book will be available shortly in both Kindle and paperback formats.